Welcome back to Game Crunch, everyone, keeping you up to date with the latest in the video game world. Now today, we're going to go over a couple of the biggest topics happening today in the gaming space, including, if you've been waiting for that Wonder Woman game, well, I got some bad news for you. WB seems to be closing down some studios, which could affect a few of their other games. We'll get into the details of that in just a second. And then, if you are one of the people that bought one of the 50 series RTX GPUs, well, it seems some of them are having performance issues, and yours could be affected. We'll go through the details on that in just a second. But of course, if you like to stay up to date with the latest in the video game world, consider giving Game Crunch a subscribe. Really helps the channel grow. And if you're finding this information helpful, give the video a like. And without further ado, let's just get right into today's topics. So first up, WB Games has confirmed that they are closing 3 of their studios, and this includes Monolith Productions, Player First Games, and WB Games San Diego. This means that the Wonder Woman game, which Monolith has been working on since 2021, has been completely cancelled. According to reports from Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, the game had already undergone a reboot in 2024 and was still years away from a release. But now, looks like it's not going to be moving forward at all. Player First Games, the studio behind Multiverses, is also being shut down. The game was already struggling, and Warner had announced that Season 5 would be its last, with servers officially shutting down on May the 30th. Meanwhile, WB San Diego, which focused on mobile game development, is also being closed. Warner Bros. Games issued a statement to Kotaku saying the decision was part of a strategic shift to focus on their biggest franchises, which is Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, DC, and Game of Thrones. They acknowledged the difficult decision, but emphasized that their goal is to get the gaming division back to profitability and growth in 2025 and beyond. These closures have followed a pretty rough period for Warner's gaming business, especially after the commercial failure of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League and the underwhelming relaunch of Multiverses. CEO David Zaslav had previously called out the division's underperformance in earnings reports, making it clear that big changes were coming. On the bright side for Warner, Hogwarts Legacy remains a major success, surpassing 30 million copies sold. A sequel is reportedly a top priority for the company moving forward. While it's always sad to see any studio closing for any reason and anyone losing their jobs, but honestly, I wasn't too pumped for this Wonder Woman game. I'm not a huge superhero guy as it is. I haven't played any of the Spider-Man games. I just don't really care. But Hogwarts. So let's talk about Hogwarts for a second. I did play through Hogwarts and I did enjoy Hogwarts. The one thing I didn't like about Hogwarts was it seemed like the world kind of leveled up with you, so it really felt like I wasn't getting any stronger. I really don't like when RPGs do that, but I think ultimately for the health of the gaming division and the gaming business, I think this is probably the best choice that they could do, as much as it kind of sucks for everyone that's lost their jobs. Now let's move on to our next big story. If you are one of the people that bought one of those Nvidia 50 series cards, well, it seems like some of them are missing their render output units, which is decreasing their performance. Is yours one of them? Let's find out. Reports started surfacing last week from users noticing that their RTX 5090 and 5070 Ti cards had fewer ROPs, or render output units, than Nvidia's official specifications. A standard RTX 5090 is supposed to have 176 ROPs, but some users discovered that their cards only had 168. Similarly, the RTX 5090 Ti should have had 96, but some units are shipping with only 88. Tech Power Up conducted tests and found that the performance drop on affected RTX 5090 units was about 4.5%. In a 4K benchmark test using Elden Ring, the affected 5090s averaged 174 FPS, while properly functioning cards hit 185 to 190. While a 10 to 15 FPS difference might not seem huge now, it could become more noticeable as future games demand more from these GPUs. Nvidia now has since acknowledged the issue, stating that less than 0.5% of RTX 5090, 5090D, 5080, and 5070 Ti cards are affected. So that's about 1 in 200 cards. They confirmed that this was due to a production anomaly, which has since been corrected. Nvidia also emphasized that this issue does not impact AI or compute workloads. If you've recently purchased your RTX 5090, 5080, 5070 Ti, you can check if your card is affected by downloading GPU-Z. It's a system utility that provides details about your GPU specs. If your 5090 has 176 ROPs, your 5080 has 112, or your 5070 Ti has 96, your card is fine. But if they're showing 168, 104, or 88 ROPs respectively, you've got a defective unit. Nvidia is advising that affected users contact their card manufacturer for a replacement. So a little bit of good news, it does seem like very few people will be affected by this issue, and hopefully by me making this video, I can at least get out there, maybe if I can just help one person fix their card and get a properly working card, then, you know, mission accomplished for the day. So just get out there, if you bought any of these cards, just double check your specs. It's more of a future-proof thing. You don't want to have 2 years down the road when you're still using your 5090 or whatever, and then, you know, a new game comes out and you're losing frames and you're lag. Nobody wants to lose frames. Just go check your 5090s, go check your 5080s, go check your card. What are you doing? Go, click off the video. I give you permission. Click off the video, go check your card. And that's all the news I've got for you today, so of course, let me know what your thoughts are down below. Please let me know if I did help you and you did find that maybe your 50 series card did not have the ROPs that it's supposed to. Let me know. Let me know if I helped somebody out there. And let me know if you were expecting this Wonder Woman game, excited for this Wonder Woman game. It's kind of disappointed. My condolences to you if you were. And obviously, my heart goes out to anyone that was affected by the job losses over there at Warner Games. Hopefully this makes everything stronger, and maybe they can hire in the future. But of course, if you missed yesterday's news, I'm going to leave a video over here and another video you might like over here, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good one.